Recording in progress.
Hello everyone, in this video we're going to be working with the two secants outside of the circle and the one tangent, one secant scenario. So let's move on to the two secants outside and then we will do the one tangent, one secant. Okay, the formula for this, the most important thing is that you use things that are on the same line. So that's going to be x and 2 and 5 and 3. Okay, so we're going to do outside times outside plus inside. So I'm just going to write this up here. Outside times outside plus inside. Okay, so let's work out this first one. Outside times outside plus inside. So 2 times 2 plus x equals outside times outside plus inside. So 3 times 3 plus 5. Now we're just going to be simplifying, and there are multiple ways that you can do this. Here I'm just going to distribute. So 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times x is 2x. And this one you can do multiple ways. You can say 3 plus 5 is 8, 3 times 8 is 24, or you can say this is 3 times 3, which is 9, plus 3 times 5, which is 15. And you'll still get to 24 whenever we do that. So let's just add those together. 4 plus 2x equals 9 plus 15, which is 24. Then we're just solving for x. So we're trying to get x by itself, so we need to subtract 4. We're going to get 2x equals 20, and then we're going to divide by 2 on both sides, and we'll get x equals 10. Okay, let's look at our next scenario. And again, we're just going to be doing outside times outside plus inside. So these two guys are on the same line, and so are these. So let's do this one. Outside times outside plus inside. So x times x plus 11 equals outside times outside plus inside. So 6 times 6 plus 29. Okay, we're going to distribute. So x times x is x squared. X times 11 is 11x. And 6 times 6 is going to be 36. 6 times 29 is going to give us 174. Now we can add, so x squared plus 11x equals 36 plus 174, which is 210. Okay, and now we are going to have to use the either the quadratic formula or factoring to solve this. So we're going to get this equal to 0 by subtracting 210 from both sides. We're going to get x squared plus 11x minus 210 equals 0. And here we want two factors of negative 210 that add to give us positive 11. So there's a 1 in front of here. We want two factors of negative 110 or negative 210 that add to give us positive 11. Okay, and this might take a little bit of thinking here, but we know that 210 is divisible by 10. And whenever you divide that by 10, you are going to get 21. Or negative 21. So we're going to be using positive 21 and negative 10 here. Okay, so this is going to factor into x minus 10, x plus 21 equals 0. Another way that you could have done this, if you did not know how to factor that, you could go to Desmos and you can type in x squared plus 11x minus 210, and you're just going to see where this crosses through the x-axis. So we can see this crosses at negative 21 and positive 10. That means that we're going to be using x plus 21 and x minus 10. 10, not 1. There we go. And you can see that this is correct because they do line up on top of each other. If I take this one away, it is the exact same expression. Okay, and this is going to give us our answer here because the only way that this can equal 0 is if this equals 0 or if this equals 0. So our two answers here are going to be x equals 10 and x equals negative 21. However, if I have x equals negative 21, that would mean that this outside portion is negative 21, and that just doesn't really make sense in the context of this problem. So we're going to reject the negative because we can't have a negative measure here, and we're going to keep the positive answer, which is x equals 10. Okay, we're going to move on to the one tangent, one secant scenario, and we're going to do the exact same thing here. So it's still outside times outside plus inside. Okay, And these are the things that are on the same line. So outside times outside plus inside, that's going to be x times x plus 0 because it doesn't go on the inside, equals outside times outside plus inside. So equals 2 times 2 plus 6. Okay, but whenever we do x times x, that's going to give us x squared. And x times 0 is just 0, so that doesn't equal anything. And then we'll have this guy over here, so 4 plus 12. Now notice that we got x squared. That is actually the formula that we used up top. Even though we used outside times outside plus inside, it's still the same thing, but we just did reasoning instead of actually using this formula up here. But you can just say since that was x, then that is x squared. Okay, now simplifying, we have x squared equals 4 plus 12, which is 16. We're going to have to take the plus or minus square root of both sides. And we're going to get x equals positive 4 and x equals negative 4. But again, we cannot have a negative measurement right here. So we're just going to reject the negative and we're going to keep the positive. So our answer here is going to be x equals 4. Okay, and let's look at our very last example. Again, we want things that are on the same line. So this 9 is on the same line as itself, and we have 3 and x here. So let's start with the first one, outside times outside plus inside, or we could just say 9 squared equals outside times outside plus inside, so 3 times 3 plus x. All right, 9 squared is 81, and we're going to distribute, so 3 times 3 is 9, 3 times x is 3x. And now we're just solving for x, so we're going to subtract 9 from both sides. We're going to get 78. Sorry, not 78. What am I talking about? Okay, 81 minus 9 is 72. And this equals 3x. And we're going to divide by 3 on both sides. So we're going to get that x is equal to 24. Okay, hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Please let me know if you have any questions. I'd be very happy to help you out. Have a great rest of your day. Goodbye.